So now that you know about open educational resources, you know about open educational repositories, it's now time to be able to think on how best you can be able to search for the open educational resources from the open educational repositories. Now, this lesson therefore introduces you to the steps that you need to undertake to be able to understand and be able to search for your open educational resources for your own lesson. Therefore, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to have or identify the necessary steps that will be required for you when you are thinking on how to integrate or use open educational resources into your lesson. But before we move on, let's think. Imagine you are thinking of looking for resources such as images, for example, or videos, for example. Maybe you want also to look for animations, you want to look for some course materials, you want to look for PDF or presentations, for example, on Google or any search engine. How do you do this? So there must be some steps. Just like you do searching using your Google, you can also do searching from the repositories using the above steps. Now here we are discussing the steps. So step number one, before you do any search or looking for any open educational resources, ensure that you have a plan. Now here you consider the goals of why you are planning and what you want to do. First of all, you think of what goals am I having to be able to go to search for open educational resources. But again, you think of your audience. I mean, in what ways do my students be able to get what I want to get from this particular search and from this particular open educational resources? Now, you also have to think or plan on what kind of resources you want to get. Is it image? Is it PDF? Is it video? Is it course material? Is it courseware? All these are the things you have to plan before starting the search action. Now, for the next step, therefore, what you have to do is to think of the search items you're going to use while you are doing the search itself. For example, you are searching for images. Now, what keywords or what key search words do you plan to use? You might think of words like maybe if you're teaching biology, you might be saying like photosynthesis image, for example. That's the keyword you're going to use. Or if you're teaching history, for example, you might be saying probably museums in Tanzania. That's the keyword you're using for searching. And if you're in business, for example, you're teaching business subjects, you might be thinking about accounting packages, for example, or the balancing sheet, for example. That can be one of the keywords you're using for searching. So it's important here to be able to think of the keywords you're going to use while you go to start your search for open educational resources. But finally then, once you have planned, once you know the keywords, it becomes much more easier for you to be able to search from the repositories we discussed. So a number of repositories exist that you might be able to find use for you when you are searching for your content. Therefore, these resources will guide you on how best you can be able to get your images, how you get your videos, how you get your animations, for example, how you get your PowerPoint presentations, how you get your slides, and many other resources you might need. So, and now more details will come as we go to the next section, next lesson, when we discuss about how to search for images that you think might be relevant for adding into your own online course or your own course lesson you're going to teach to your students. Thank you.